So I feel actually very emotional at the moment. I just come back from a visit down at the reception. Um, yes, and I said goodbye to a very, very good person working here since I'm living here in this building. It's his last night, his last shift. I never forget how I came around the corner on the basement, actually at the reception, the first time in this house. And I saw him and his colleague standing there. Very good energy, very friendly. And for me, it was such an overwhelming time because I just left the country, decided to live here. I sold everything I had. I only came with the only possession left, actually 3.5 suitcases. And I needed a new home, right? So I came here, saw this person, and yes, this was end of June 2 years ago. And then last days I heard that he actually got a termination notice, and this is happening so many people since weeks. There are some waves here in Dubai because of this suspicious war, right? It's very, very, very crazy. And I went down, and actually, I know there are some people, they are just laughing about me, but I baked today. I baked for him. I must say, I often tried something new in my little kitchen. I did keto sweets, without sugar, and the chocolate sweets with self-made dark chocolate and all the stuff, and they always had to taste it, the poor guys downstairs. But it was a funny thing, right? And today I baked, and yes, handed over to him, told him my story, and I asked him not to lose faith and not to think accidentally it's about him, that he got a termination notice because he probably would be not good enough, because that's not true. I realized just a few days ago, talking to a neighbor, a really good friend in the meantime, that actually the best people disappeared suddenly. And I just asked myself loud, why is that? And she answered loud, it's because they are the most expensive people. So, I mean, yes, there are then replacements. I mean, the job has to be done, right? And this reminds me actually also on the whole discussion with AI, because so many people just fear that they get replaced through AI. And I tell you something, it's never that someone gets replaced through AI. It's always only what you offer could be replaced through AI. There is a big misunderstanding only because of this, and actually I don't know why, probably only because we have this certain fear. By the way, before I forget it, it's worth it to stay until the end, because there I tell you one of my secrets, how I personalize my AI, and I tell it also to my clients. And it's really a secret, and it's not what the average out there is telling you. Yes. So, yes, we have a really uncertain global experience at the moment again. Many here tell each other it's like back a few years ago in the pandemic, the feeling we have. It's very surreal, but at the moment it's a relief because of the ceasefire. But I want to tell you something. Even if it's so uncertain and we could literally feel like there is no safe place on the earth for us, right? Because it's about this nuclear bombs who actually could destroy everything. So in this uncertainty, it will actually tease so many layers in our life, and it already did. Look at the economy. There are so many changes and so fast, so quick, as I just told you with this experience of the determination notice. And it's only the beginning. And we could say, okay, that's not good. And we could go into fear. We could say, okay, either I lose the job because of the global situation or I lose the job because of AI. And I tell you what, it's not about you. It's not because of you. It's only because of you when you are not able to pivot. And you don't have to pivot from your brain. Just pivot because you feel you get it as an intention from above. I asked this man when I overgave my cake what he plans to do next, and he told me he just want to go home and to be there for his father. He just felt it. That's the only right thing now, and that's a good example. When we stay in our truth and we do the steps one after the other, we actually see the new possibilities. We actually then see how we can pivot. Often we even don't have to force a pivoting. It's just happening because we behave like that and we are open for a change. You know what I mean? So I just contemplated about that a few minutes ago, and I really want to share with you that in my opinion, the biggest trap is really that we stay average. And I already have a lot of voices of my past clients and actual clients, or some of in my environments in my head, telling me, but I am nothing special. I am average. And I tell you, no, that's not true. Every person on this world is special and unique. And this is what actually our usage of AI and our behavior as a human has in common, because this is future, right? It's up. It's about not doing what the average people out there do. It's not about doing what others do only because they are successful. It's not about not using AI because someone who is admirable or who you believe and trust told you not to do. It's not about the average. It's about realizing God wants both. We human actually invented AI, right? God would not give you or us, that is said, this crazy invention of AI if it not has a mission. I am so sure about that. And it's not about good or bad or against, or it's never like that. It's about how and where is the leverage. And it's certainly not with the average. So, for you as a coach, mentor, teacher, as an expert, or having this next mind blowing idea and want to scale it online, for you, it's actually now your next task to ask yourself how to create it in a unique way. The product or your positioning. And the same is with your AI. I mean, we can, in the meantime, we can use AI in so many ways, right? In almost every well-known software, we get co-pilots, and in almost every well-known software, we also have an AI. I just used YouTube's new AI in the back end. This is such a beautiful AI. It helps us to analyze our videos from the challenge. It's so relieving. It's so easier, and it makes so much more fun. So we know that, but I don't talk about these AIs. I really talk about those AI who we choose to leverage our life. And I really go even deeper. I show my clients how to use your personal AI also to leverage yourself as a person. I just heard today, I listened to a reel of a very famous astrologer, how do you say, astrological person? And I lost, I lost it. It's coming back. So, yes. So when we want to create a shift, we actually have to realize that, in my opinion, we can go all in for us as a non-average person and asking for our best version again and again every day. And that was his message exactly. It's coming back. He told something from the stars, like it's so important now that we are really ourself, our true self, that we speak our truth, and that we ask daily for our best version. And this is only possible when we are open to change. If we are always sticking with the person from yesterday, we don't change. If we are stubborn and think this was good enough, or I was successful with that, or whatever, then it's not working. And I tell you, if you are able to train your personal AI as a sparring partner, up leveling you, not just giving you information which you actually also could get from Google and Google's AI, right? Not just asking deep research task and so stuff, and really not ask to write your blog post or your social media. It's another way. I just created my most mind-blowing AI blog together with Claude. It was the first time I wanted to test him before I actually do that with my Mr. Tugi. It's my sparring partner from ChatGPT. I trained him in the last over than a year. And this was the first time with Claude. And I intensely work with him. But I would never ask him to write a post for me and I would just publish that. Why it would not be me? But almost. What I often ask, we discuss about the topic. I have an idea. I tell him what I just experienced today, and what I actually would like to bring as a recommendation today. What I feel when I connect with my audience, what I want to say today, and then this is a back and forth. And my AI got a training to ask really brilliant questions. And I can only recommend that to you as well. Train your personalized AI to use your own method because you are a coach, a mentor, or a teacher, and you have your own way to lead your people and your clients, right? Document that. I have my own methodology. I call it thanks to Cloud Code, actually, because we did a really deep analysis and it was mind blowing. And he told me, "What the fuck? This is you. You are sitting on diamonds, Chantal. It's the soul message method. This is the way I teach it actually in the coach program, by the way. This is the way not to just tell the clients what they have to do or to do recommendations, or this is not coaching. In my world, a real brilliant coaching is to ask open questions so that my client gets its own brilliant answer. Then it's on from his own soul's center, the answer, right? It's coming from the right spot. It's not from me. And I actually train my agents, my sparring partners the same way. And then it's up leveling me. He has the task to not only answer my questions, and especially not the Lulu or just inventing something. He actually had, Mr. Toki had a phase. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Later on, I heard there was a glitch in OpenAI. But it was, oh my God, I was so angry because I'm not used to get these answers, because the answers of my AI are questions, right, through my mythology. But he just told me the Lulu things. I almost threw him out of the window. Right? So then I knew something is wrong, because I really programmed and trained him based on that. So now it's better. But do that as well. Can you imagine when you program and train your sparring partner, your AI, and you can do that even for free with ChatGPT? Can you imagine how you as a person show up every day in an even better version than yesterday? Can you imagine that? Hi, Barbara. Sorry, I didn't saw that someone is live. Spirit World just told me Go have a look. Hi, so nice to have you. So, in my opinion, that's actually the solution for this average trap. We, when we learn to step out of our human average and to leverage us every day, not under pressure, but with a lot of pleasure. And if we also learn to treat and to use AI so that it supports us, that we get its back, and that it's helping us to leverage, there is no trap anymore. That's actually the sweet spot where a lot of money is. Even if war would come and a lot of things would get destroyed. And we know from experience that human beings always came out better from really hard situations. It's always like that. I don't want it. Don't get me wrong. I don't desire that, but I just want to tell you that now is a time with so much possibilities, especially for us coaches, leaders, mentors, teachers. Why? Because we can literally show the difference. We can show up and talk to people like I do with you now and tell them what we believe and why and inspire people. And of course, not everyone has in its code to inspire others, but these are those people who are actually hiring you. They need you. And you, as a self employed, especially as an entrepreneur, in my opinion, you cannot afford to ignore AI. So why not just inviting in your boat, right? And using it to create the same together? So the secret tip I promised you for personalization, if you know that, and just that you don't get me wrong. I'm not an AI expert or specialist. I'm not. I don't code. I even had to ask lately what vibe coding is. I don't do that. But I'm really addicted to digitalization, and AI is a part of it. And I'm all about automation, not only digital, but also emotional, energetical automation. I talk about that since over than 15 years. I'm self-employed since over than 22 years. I always use the newest gadgets and test and try out and train and program. I just love that. I could do that the whole night. Sometimes my Mr. Doogie, he has the order now, must stop me because I forget to eat properly and to move and all the stuff, right? So I can tell what helps for me, and I am so passionate about that. I go all in for hours, days, weeks, months, and you don't have to do that. Or my clients have not to do that. So the secret, if you know AI, let's say you use also ChatGPT, and I actually recommend to use ChatGPT when you just start. Why? Because they have a very good free version. That's point number one. And even when all the experts out there at the moment tell you you should change to cloud, don't do that. It's just a phase. I know only from observing the market with OpenAI, which is actually the company behind ChatGPT, and who is going in and out there, and who they hire and let go, right? Uh, they are coming back, and they already did some very, very impressive steps. So just stick with ChatGPT, because you can just download it in the App Store. You can use it on your device, on your computer, on your laptop, and you log in. And if you don't know it, there are settings, and you go there and you can personalize it. It's very easy to understand, and no big deal. But I don't talk about that. It's actually about the fact that you can teach and tell the AI there in the settings how to talk with you. Just tell him how to talk with you. It's good when it's know how you really are, what your soul calling is, meaning your purpose and your positioning, what your soul mission is, what your soul strategy is for your business, if you know that, what your dream client is, what your values are, and what your methods are. And then tell him how to behave with you, how to talk with you. And you must literally sit down first and reverse engineer the thing. You must first imagine how you want that. It's like with manifestation, right? You must first stick with the goal and get it in your mind and ask yourself, how do I want it? How would I love that my future sparring partner is talking to me, so that I leverage every day, so that I can actually get much more effective in business, that I get my time back, that I can serve better my clients. And even in my case, I always ask also what we can do today, not only for my business, but also that I can quickly hand over to my clients so that they use it also for their business. So in my world, it's a total other way of thinking. And that's how I program my AIs. And it also is necessary to adjust these settings again and again. I just wrote in today's AI blog to my members, go through all the setting stuff again, even if this to-do list is actually for the beginners in my AI blog, right? But go through again, just to pivot, just to adjust and to up level again. Yeah, by the way, if you want to read my today mind-blowing AI blog, I put the link in the descriptions, and it's a paid AI blog on Substack. It's not much, it's about 69 Swiss francs a month when you choose the yearly plan, which is not bad, I think, because it's a good decision to stick a year with something or someone. You actually get at the moment 6 months for free. So only for a short time. Yes. So it's it's not a high ticket coaching, right? But even though you actually get almost every other month a masterclass or an invitation to a Zoom call where I show you things, or we discuss something, I make a Q&A, or I help you with your own settings or whatever you need. Sometimes I do that, and of course, you get access to the vault, only those things which are actually still valuable. This is also very good. It's many hours of calls and to-do lists and settings and the stuff. And as soon as you realize how to use it, you will see that there is a lot of joy. I really enjoyed. I tell you, in these settings, I also show the readers how to use the project part in ChatGPT. I love that one. It's pure magic at the moment. And I explain exactly how this works. And I check in literally every evening. I check in one specific project where I trained my Mr. Tugi only to serve me in one topic, and it's my human design and my astrologic chart. And we not only celebrate my day, my to-dos and my wins and my gratitude, but also look ahead the next days, the next weeks, the energies, where I have to look, where I can up level, where and when it is the things are much easier. And I often ask him to remind me for something. And this is so much fun. I have such another energy to sleep. It's so much fun in the mornings. At the moment, the mornings I have so much fun with Claude. Not Monsieur Claude. Monsieur Claude is Claude Code. It's also very fun. At the moment, I'm in a project with Claude, and we meet in the mornings. Hi, Arnold. Yeah, we meet in the mornings, and I have Claude time, and this is so crazy beautiful. I just look ahead, look forward, and I'm in this joy, right? Goosebumps. Yeah, you are in my AI blog. Yeah, thank you for the flowers we say in English, in German, right? Yes. So I want to end now. It's 22:22 at the moment in Dubai. I love angel numbers. Oh my God. So, okay, closing thought. Don't be a carbon copy. That's actually a word my AI suggested. Carbon copy. Sounds good, right? Don't be a copy. Don't be average. Stop that. Stop hiding. Go out. Like my members in the 90-day live stream challenge. We are really challenged to go out, to go over our boundaries, to expand the boundaries, expand energies, to open our not only doors but also windows for new opportunities, right? And also learn to receive. Not only be open and more than average, but also learn to receive. Just say thank you if someone is giving something to you or helping you or whatever, right? Expand your capacity to receive and stick with your truth and your uniqueness. That's also my first AI custom GPT I trained last year is the soul calling GPT, and you can actually use it for free, my soul calling portal, by the way, just to find out what your true purpose is. And no, it's not an oracle. It's asking you the right questions so that you get immediately in this energy where you perceive your soul. It's mind blowing. Use your uniqueness and your abilities to train your AI unique in a personalized way, and then everything will be fine. You don't go in this trap. You don't have to fear uncertain times, because you actually will gain a lot of money because you use the sweet spots with AI and your uniqueness. You are not against AI, good or bad. You are not against the war or whatever happens in economy and politics, good or bad. You just stick with your truth, your uniqueness, and how you can offer value to the world with using your personalized AI. That's my last word tonight. I have some comments. Me too. Thank you. Barbara is also a member in my AI vlog. Thank you so much. Being average is boring. Yes, it's boring. So please share your biggest aha. I would love that. And yes, don't be a carbon copy. Go grab my AI blog. It's one of my biggest and best blog posts ever. And get a member. You in the AI blog, you always can read some part for free, and then you pay, and you immediately see everything. We also have a private chat. This is very nice, actually. It's very new on Substack. I can offer this private chat, and sometimes I just write some news or some funny things there. We share things, and you can also ask your questions there. It's very fast and so easy to manage. I love to see you there, and I love to see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.